One.
We're at the 2013 SCAC Women's Basketball Championship. Today I'm joined by University of Dallas head coach Jina Johansen. And Jina, first of all, congratulations on the very tough, hard-earned 59-57 quarterfinal win over Centenary.
Thank you. As I told the team after the game, it wasn't pretty, but we survived in advance. We had the big lead and then just kind of let down a little bit, but we were able to hang on and hit enough free throws at the end.
Coach, talk a little bit about how important it is to have a player like your senior guard, Kylie Yoshimura, hit a couple big shots early on in the second half to start getting that lead for you. Talk a little bit about how big it is to have someone like her on a younger team.
It's huge. I mean, in so many ways, especially late in the game and late in the season. She doesn't want her career to end. She wants to keep playing, and it means a lot to her. But also just late in the game, knowing time and score situation, and knowing that you can put the ball in her hands, and she's going to take care of it and make the right decision. So it's huge for us in a lot of ways.
Coach, talk a little bit about the game overall. Both, they always say it's a game of runs. About an 11-point lead looked to be about the biggest lead there you had late in the second half.
Yep.
But talk a little bit about those runs throughout the entire game for both teams made going back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a game of runs, and I thought when we got up 11, we had momentum, and then all of a sudden we couldn't score there. And fouled a couple times when we shouldn't have fouled, and we've done that. We've kind of had that issue all year. We struggle with putting teams away, and we just kind of let teams hang around, which made it really exciting. But it was they made a final run there, and we were lucky enough to hang on.
Coach, also, what seems to be, talk a little bit about the budding rivalry between the two newest SCAC teams. Obviously 4 meetings, and both teams split the 4 meetings. No game was won by more than 3 points. Talk a little bit about what it's like with this budding rivalry between Centenary and Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, all the 3 regular season games were close. We won the 3rd one by having a huge comeback. It's just that our teams match up for the most part. I mean, we're a little different, but we both have guards that can score. We both have inside people that can rebound, which they really did. And it's just a pretty even matchup, really.
Finally, Coach, looking ahead to the Trinity, obviously you draw now the top-seeded Trinity, went undefeated in conference play. Talk a little bit about what's going to be key in that matchup to hopefully, as the Crusaders look to spring that upset.
Yeah, we talked about the first 3 times we played them. We can't get in a running match with them at track meet. They're too deep. They push the ball too much. We got to be able to slow the ball down and hopefully kind of slow the game down a little bit and hold them in the half-court defense. But they're good. I mean, they're number 1 for a reason. They got kids that can score from all over the court. We just have to be really good defensively.
University of Dallas head women's basketball coach Jina Johansen. Jina, thanks so much for taking time to talk to us, and best of luck against Trinity.
All right, thank you. Thanks.